A well-coordinated information security organization should also provide centralized governance over the approval and adoption of information security policies and processes, including compliance with these policies and processes. It's really important that all areas of the business use the same approach to implementing and managing information security practices. So in this section, I'm going to teach you about establishing centralized governance. To begin with, a centralized governance model will ensure consistency of behavior and outcomes across the entire enterprise. Some areas of information security that should be centrally governed include things like asset classifications, risk assessments, the assignment of risk measures, authorizing new business services, business continuity and disaster recovery, and internal security audits. These are just some of the examples of areas that should be centrally governed. A centralized governance model will enable consistent behavior when it comes to analyzing and identifying any exposure to threats and risks that may result from adding, modifying, or removing an asset or a group of information assets from the environment. The team that performs risk assessments should be responsible for recommending the actions that should happen in response to security threats and incidents. Like I said earlier, security doesn't just happen, it has to be properly planned. That careful planning includes providing the appropriate levels of education and targeted training to all members of the enterprise. Part of training members of the security organization includes clearly defining each and every role that has information security responsibilities. These training topics should include a role description, responsibility assignments, detailed descriptions of the assigned responsibilities, the area of responsibility by role, and what the role is and is not authorized to do. Another area of security that requires specific training is confidentiality. Everyone in the enterprise should receive confidentiality training. As a condition of employment, everyone should sign a confidentiality and/or non-disclosure agreement. These agreements should use legal and enforceable terms. These agreements may not be a one-size-fits-all, so there may be a need for different versions to be created to meet each unique business need. This training serves to inform those who enter into these agreements of their responsibility to protect, use, and disclose information in a responsible and authorized manner. A well-established information security organization should train their people on the appropriate levels of contact with relevant authorities. There will be times when it's important for the relevant authorities to be contacted depending on the circumstance. These authorities include local, state, and federal law enforcement, fire departments and other emergency response organizations, or even possibly regulatory agencies. Whenever any one of these need to be contacted, it's really important that a clearly defined documented procedure should be in place that defines why, when, and by who can these authorities be contacted.